The program I've chosen to review is called Waterford Early Learning. It's created by Waterford Institute along with Pearson Education Institute. Pearson Education Institute is a known institute for educational programming, textbooks, things like that. But Waterford Institute was created as a nonprofit to give children around the world opportunities to excel academically. The Waterford software specifically, called Waterford Early Learning, was created for interactive lessons, activities, games, for students, and basically works as its own tutor. Waterford focuses on helping all kids achieve their highest potential. The grade levels that this program specifically looks at is pre-K through grade 2, looking at early reading, early math, and early science as the subject areas. Now, the cost for this program is not listed on their website. You have to email them to get a quote. But looking through the web, it looks like you can get the program for about $240, and that gives you a number of licenses. So this program really is something that a district would purchase for numerous students. Waterford right now is used specifically on a PC, but they're looking into getting apps to go on the iPad and different tablet devices like that. Category would be an academic program for drill and practice. So let's look at a demo that they have online. Unfortunately, I can't get the full version of this without paying for the application. However, they do have a nice demo online. So let's look specifically at a reading lesson. So each lesson within Waterford has an intro, an instruction, an exploration phase, as well as an explore, a captivate. Most have a pre and a post assessment as well. Here's the intro video for just one of the basic reading lessons.
Flapjack stuck some gumdrops on my horse.
So this would be a lesson that was geared towards a pre-K student or remedial kindergarten, something like that. And as you can see, it's pretty catchy. Looking down at the rest of the demo lesson, there's an example of a pre-assessment.
Click here. Click all.
As well as an example of an instruction.
Today's letter sound is very special. It's a vowel. Vowels are special because they make different sounds. All words have vowels. Let's go to the jumbo screen to find out what today's vowel is.
So they definitely make it really catchy and really interactive. This lesson has an instructional phase, a practice, another instruction, a book, another practice, and then goes to the post-assessment. So that's an example of one of the really early lessons. If I go down here, here's again another early lesson, but this one will allow me to show you the interaction piece.
This word is heg. You can switch the letters to make a new word. Click on one of the colored boxes.
So I'm going to click on the H.
Now click on a letter on one of the hens. You made reg. Let's change things around. Click on another box. Now click You made rag. Choose another box. Now click You made rad. Choose another box. Now You made rid. You made reg, rag, rad, rid. That was fun.
So if I look at the directions for the intended group, this one would have been for a pre-K, maybe a kindergarten student. And the directions are pretty self-explanatory. There's, as it says each direction, it lights up, which is really nice. If we look at one of the higher lessons, like this tanagram one, this is a level 3, so probably would be for, a higher first and second grade student.
7 tanagram pieces can form other shapes. Click here. Here are the tanagram pieces to use to fill in the puzzle. Click here.
So this one's really nice because as it explains each part, it makes the student click on each button.
Allows you to whisper.
So overall, I would say the directions are very, very self-explanatory and really kind of follow through for each student. If a student were to err on kind of following the directions, the program directs the student by lighting up, that kind of thing. Looking specifically within the lessons, each student is assessed using the Waterford assessment and core skills. This assessment is available to teachers then after, but is used to level the program and pacing for each student. So the user level is not set by a teacher, it's placed by the Waterford assessment system. But it's really great because if the program notices that you need extra support, it'll go back and do extra lessons within that area. Directions for teachers are really great. There's an extended fact, question, and answer website for teachers specifically. Looking at some other feedback, students can start exactly where they left off, which is great. It's also easy to exit. There isn't searching compatibility within this program, but it's not really necessary either. Any bugs are fixed by the Pearson Education Institute or the Waterford Institute. Overall, this program is really enjoyable for kids. The Waterford is something that my school district has purchased for general education student use. I do teach special ed, so the only students in my class that use it are kids that are pushing out into inclusion. However, I also have taught gen ed within the school district as well, and in the first grade specifically, the students really enjoy this program. It's fun. It makes learning fun, and it makes it interactive and engaging, and the students really are drawn to using this program. Teachers within our district use it for morning work as well as end of the day work and station work, because it is really, it levels and it's like a tutor. The graphics are meaningful. The sound you can turn on and off, I believe, in areas, but for the most part, our students use headphones as the program talks you through each of the lessons. The program does branch depending on, what kind of learner you are. They've really had some great success with English language learners, responding to intervention, at-risk kids, and advanced kids. There are multiple management tools that are able to be used by teachers. Teachers are provided with detailed reports from each of the lessons as students complete them, and they receive alerts when students are struggling in certain areas, which is a really great kind of red flag. There's a range of skills that's also used here from pre-K all the way through second grade. So overall, I've really enjoyed my experience with Waterford, and if you're interested, you can get more information off of the waterfordforearlylearning.org. There are multiple more demos on here that you can see, and then go from there. Thanks.